Okay, welcome to our today's important class in regards to our online course, which we started a couple of weeks and now months ago, of the ABC of success in 10 steps in a spiritual perspective. And uh, from last 8 to 9 weeks, we have been um, learning a lot of different ideas and different values and different functions within a success realms of a person, which makes the person a successful in terms of when he or she is a business person or as an employee or or a journalman or journal lady as well. So, very good morning and afternoon and evening where you are. I'm live on my Zoom media and also on Facebook page as well. Uh, just very briefly and quick recap: the 10 steps which we are learning, and we are at stage 8, means the step number 8. And just for a quick recap, the step number 1 was, for any successful person, the power of intention is very important. Then we also learn the step 2: if that person is not enjoying, or the element of enjoyment will also determine what the level of success that person have. Then step 3, we learned that all successful people have serviceability to serve other people. Then the step 4 is referring to very personal and intuitive quality, which is about aesthetic sense of that person, and how well, beautifully, he or she has aesthetic pattern in the mind, so that uh, he or she can execute accordingly to attract other people. Step 5 of being a successful person is uh, more reliability on the product, on more reliability on the trust, to get the attraction of the customer, not on a marketing budget, uh, which many people they have to invest. And then step number 6 is about how much you are reliable for people who are looking for your product or service. If you need any service, or so if you don't rely on any brand who is not open for late hours, then that will affect on your success ability as well. We have learned a lot as well. Also, the step 7, which we learned last Sunday, I mean the 2 weeks before, and that's a step 7, that how noble profession you have, and how uh, indecent things you should not do in your product or service. So, nobility, ethics in your business is a very, very key important thing. Of course, you are not selling something, you are not contributing something to destroy the people, to give them um, a very hard uh, and challenging thing for their health, mental health, physical health, spiritual health. So obviously, nobility is a key factor. Today we are basically going to learn step 8, and maybe I can touch the step 9 as well. The step 9, step 8 is basically is more how much percentage or how extent you have encouragement for yourself, you have motivation for yourself to serve other, and how pure your intentions are, how great things you want to do to serve other people. So the quality, it is a step. The pure quality, organic quality, um, deepest purity you have about your product or service, to serve people. That is the step 8 we are going to learn. And in this, we will be learning, of course, our legend, um, Dr. David Hawking, The Map of Consciousness. We will learning that book, uh, The Map of Consciousness Explained. You know that we are reading this in based of these uh, conscious scale on, and we all are learning these um, key uh, levels of emotions and different dimensions of a map on a map of consciousness. So we will learn also about this today. So um, and step 9 as well. Step 9, if we got the time, we will do step 9, which is about sharing. And the sharing means I recognize that the way to be a success is by sharing it with others. And that's mostly great people they do. If they got success, they share with other. Um, and and that is also one of the key step to make you more successful or sustainable successful person. We will probably read it. Let's see if we may have a time. So I'm excited to learn these. Today's topic is more spiritual and less business related, less journal related. Why? Because it is about a quality to serve other, and not on a superficial level, but on a higher level. So, in which Dr. David Hawkins says, we need to decide on the quality that you intend to serve in others, and be aware that what you serve in other is exactly what you will bring out in yourself. So it requires very pure intentions, very pure, very holy, rather is a good word. So and in when we are doing business, and when we become entrepreneur, when I become a sales lady, when I become a director, when I become uh, a coordinator, or any professional capacity, my more inclination is uh, is on my personality ethics, not the character ethics usually, based on Dr. Stephen Covey's Seven Habit book I'm talking about. But here we basically going to make my inner self and outer self same. So if, for example, if I love poor people, I know I have empathy to to feel their pain. Then I cannot make fake it. Um, and what does it mean? My all actions or my dedicated energy will be serving to the poor people. This is just one of the example. Uh, do you know that if I ask Jenny and Javeria, or on if somebody is watching me on Facebook, a lot of people they do fundraising, and usually many all countries have their own celebrities, list of great people, social people, popular people, and they go to the people and they ask for the money. They ask for fundraising uh, resources. They take from the people, and they build empires of big giant things in form of hospitals, in form of charity institutions, in form of um, something which is in need of that society. I'm sure in America, which is a origin of charity hub, uh, where the I think the millions of charities even they are registered and they are fundraising. they have some causes to serve the American society. The same thing with in Britain, that we have so many NGOs and fundraising campaigns to serve the needs of our challenges. Same thing in India, in Middle East, in Asia, in Africa. So we do here. This David Hawkins is giving an example of Mother Teresa. If you know the Mother Teresa, she is a great um, improviser, charity fundraiser, and uh, one of the most influential lady and nun in Christian. Uh, was born and raised in India, but she is the global icon. So we need to have a look into her life in this episode, and what made her to um, to generate millions and billions of dollars all over the world, and she led the foundation to build a great welfare work. Why people wanted to give her millions of dollars and pounds? Why? Why not to me? You think that if I go to uh, I I I mean, if I am broadcasted by some TV channel, and people see me, Marathi is asking to give us the money, do you think that the people will give me the money? Maybe nobody know me, or maybe one or two people they know me, and they give me $1 or £1, $5, five, and that's it. But there are so many icons in the world, and one Mother Teresa was one of who raised um, millions and billions of dollars and pounds to serve the people all over the world, especially the Indian poor people. Uh, the same thing, the other icon is, if you know that, Abdus Sattar Edhi from Pakistan, who was nominated for Nobel Prize as well, but he couldn't get it for some reason. I'm not sure why. He also was a great charity runner and fundraiser who gathered millions and billions of pounds and dollars for people of Pakistan, poor people in Pakistan. And why people gave him so much money. Even his charity um, also raise money every year, every month, in UK, in America, and everywhere as well. The third example, I put it uh, for Imran Khan. If you know Imran Khan, he was a prime minister of Pakistan, but no, I'm not talking about his political career. I'm talking about his fundraising capacity, that he wanted to build a cancer hospital um, in Pakistan for treatment of cancer disease in within Pakistan. Uh, and obviously, Pakistan is so poor country nowadays, and even from last 20, 30, 40 years, um, significantly economic crisis it is facing. Within that scenario, there are two or three cancer hospitals he is able to establish and found it very successfully, and millions of people are getting cancer treatment in the hospitals free of cost, because he is so popular leader and popular icon in the world. So wherever he goes, he gathers millions and billions of pounds and dollars for charity, cancer charity in Pakistan. So, but here, Dr. David Hawkins is more focused on Mother Teresa. why she became foundational. And Mother Teresa, in terms of personality, was very humble. Of course, she was um, not very attractive or very strong physically, but because of the so strongly spiritually and mentally, she was able to gather uh, attention of all people. So let's start read, and then we can finish this thing. But we are learning basically to become a successful person. You must have a quality to serve in other, and that quality which you like for yourself, the quality, the passion, the organic spirit which you like for yourself, and you are driven by that values, then the people can see these values in other people for you. So I'm going to read the first paragraph and the second, Jenny, next page, and then Javeria. And then we will try to read it quickly so that we can cover more things in a quicker time. So let's start it reading. The step 8, the quality to serve in others, decide on the quality that you intend to serve in other, and be aware that what you serve in others is exactly what you will be bringing out in yourself. So Dr. David Hawkins, he says, you pull to yourself that which you serve. It is impossible to serve two masters. You cannot become stronger by catering a human weakness. You become strong by supporting strength. You become dynamic when you support the aliveness of other. You become great when you support the greatness of other. You become beautiful when you support the beauty of life. So here is the bottom line. If you are truly coming from the heart, you do not have to worry about success. The world will love you, be loyal to you, support you, and forgive you all kinds of mistakes. Yeah. So if you are driven by your heart, anything, millions and billions of people will be your fans and followers, and they will never let you alone. And that was a quality of all fundraiser in the world. Um, I remember the Madonna. She also a great fundraiser by arranging the events, um, and she has been very successful and hired by many charity people as well. Um, I also remember one of the Lady Diana from UK. She was one of favorite princes all the time, and she was also a great fundraiser. So that's the integrity they people have, and people love their heart and give everything to them. So let's start to other. So I would ask request Jenny, if you can read it, please.
What was her? Oh, to
Sorry.
demonstrate, we can look at an exemplar of greatness. Mother Teresa is one of the great success stories of our time. She was a little 90-pound woman who spent no money on advertisement, marketing strategies, or promotion, and had no sales crew, no Madison Avenue image makers, and no speechwriters. Yet all she had to do was wiggle her little finger and she raised multi millions. Throngs followed her. People would travel thousands of miles, stand in the sun and the rain on tired and aching feet for hours to catch a glimpse of her.
Excellent. Yeah, yeah. We know all how she was. So, 1 second. My little is trapped in that. Okay. Sorry for this pleasant interruption. Okay. Yeah, it is self-explanatory, and more importantly, if you see uh, what is her conscious level. So David Hawkins is saying 710, 710. So let's go back to our map. Here is map. Where is lie 710? Hmm. Oh my God. So almost on the number one, where any person is enlightened like God. Hmm. So, okay, for example, if I say she was between 600 to 700, so it means her level of conscious was perfect in terms of life view, in terms of emotion. She was at amazing, peaceful, and she always felt bliss and through illumination. Yeah. But here the Dr. David Hawken is rating her here, pure consciousness, isness. It is a consciousness where Jesus Christ was, where Prophet Muhammad was, where Siddharth Buddha was, um, and yeah, and maybe it, for we the Prophet's Muhammad's son-in-law, Mola Ali alayhi salam was, in my opinion, as a Muslim. Um, but yeah, so she's placed very high on a conscious level by Dr. David Hawking. Let's go back. So so she is calibrated here. That is the main point which we need to note down for our learning. So, and that's why, just like Jenny read it, that people would travel thousands of miles, stand in the sun and rain on tired. You can imagine the weather environment in India, and aching feet for hours to catch the glimpse of her. So, if you go to YouTube and will see how Mother Teresa was connected with people, so I think maybe we can get some great videos. Let's go further and see. Uh, yeah, Javeria, you can read it, please.
Yes. Um, what was her magic? Was it that she was a celebrity? Was it that she was famous? No, that is just the ABC of it all. Rather, people hoped for a glimpse of her, for or a few moments in her presence in order to experience her ABC. What they wanted to experience was her presence. And no advertising, marketing, image making. Yet many books have been written about her. She had a following of her fan worldwide, and she was a writer of a Nobel Prize and internationally acclaimed, acclaimed, and as one of the greats of our time. Mother Teresa and greatness and power across power arose because she addressed the most noble qualities within human nature: unconditional love and non-judgmental comparison, and she ex- exhib- exhibited the heart of all hearts, even though even though she was small, wise, hooked over, and with no money, no possession of her own. There was a long waiting list to join her. As a matter of fact, people had to go long waiting. People had to go through an 8 year period of trial, test, and hard work in service to see if even qualified to join her organization.
Thank you. Excellent. Thank you so much. Amazing. So it is again self-explanatory. She got the Nobel Prize. Yeah, and of internationally acclaimed as one of the greats of our time. Um, I want to ask Jenny if she knew her Mother Teresa in Georgia. How people know her, or or never nobody knows her in
Oh,
America or Georgia.
we know, yes, Mother Teresa, absolutely. Everyone knows her. And
Okay,
I
okay,
was raised in the Catholic Church, and
okay.
I'm not a Catholic actually, but
Yeah,
because of my Catholic upbringing, Mother
yeah.
Teresa was Catholic, so she was a huge
Okay,
statement to the church. But
okay.
everybody loves Mother Teresa. They all know that she brought peace and that she
Yeah,
wanted good things. And the main thing in America when they knew who she was when
yeah.
she started an AIDS foundation. And everybody was not, they didn't want to support people with AIDS. And it was a
Mm,
big deal back then. And she started
mm,
a whole organization that would help people with AIDS. And that kind of changed the view of humanity. She got to show something of, these are people that need help. And it just
yeah,
changed everything in the way we looked at a lot of things. But she did that. She brought humanity to all situations and all
yeah.
people.
Excellent. Yeah, amazing, amazing to know that part of the world about Mother Teresa. So um, I'm very, very amazed, and I actually it has increased more respect about Mother Teresa just now because I did not realize that she's at the number one on a highest level of consciousness by David R. Hawking from 710. So it is certainly an amazing, amazing ranking in spiritual grounds. Let's have a look and quick go back further. Um and I will read it for you. So obviously, she was on the level of a master. She had outclassed everyone. How did that happen? By charity? A lot of people in doing a charity and world are charitable. By doing gooderism? Uh, no, there are plenty of professional do-gooders. They do not win Nobel Prize. By her kindness? No, there are many kind people in the world, but not everybody is successful as Mother Teresa. Then that's a bottom line, which I make it read. Why did she stand head and shoulder above them all? It was because her alignment, commitment, dedication, and personal sacrifices reached a level that can only be described as devotion. Hmm. So it's a very important thing. She was aligned with the commitment, dedication, and personal sacrifice. That is amazing. One of the thing I will make a highlight. So personal sacrifice make you really a great person. That is, I think, many great people they don't do. They get success, they get acknowledgement, but they don't do personal sacrifices. They don't. They are not ready for sacrifice their something which is very, very valuable for them. But here she was. When someone dedicates their life to carrying out the principle of universal truth, that person becomes magnetic. Hmm. They develop the power of attraction. What they have and what they do are secondary to what they are. Hmm. It is that quality which the world acknowledges and bring them that we term success. Hmm. So world acknowledges and bring them that we term success. So basically, David Hawkins is referring if the world is acknowledging the quality of your passion, that we term as success, and he is rating as a success, not just a making of money or something, which is interesting as well. So let's go further. We have two paragraphs only. Uh, I was able to gather some of the photos. Let me see if I can. Okay, I cannot gather here. Okay, 1 second. So it's Imran Khan when he was fundraising. If you want to see you, because I was a child, young, very young, when he was making a cancer hospital. So let me make it a big picture a little bit. Uh, so look, he went into the streets, and people gave him gold, money, even $1 to $50,000, $10,000, and people were crazy, and they are still crazy. Whenever, for example, I remember there is half of the Pakistan is flooded, uh, even right now, and he started to raise money over the telephone with all across the world, and he generated millions of dollars in just 1 hour. Not even million, I think billions. It was a very big figure. So in just 1 hour. So w- and that is a old picture when he was going. I mean, on the behind is it's a cancer hospital is uh, is being built, uh, and the main thing is why people and that cancer hospital name was Shokat Khanam Memorial Cancer Hospital, and now they have 3 4 branches. Yeah, this is one of a very inspiring image, because I'm from Pakistan as well. So I remember when I was young. So Imran Khan, he came to near my home, main road. Look, the people, they are giving them 1 rupees and 10 rupees, and he is collecting the money. And that never happened in any part of the world. I remember Mahatma Gandhi from India. He was in fundraising campaign somehow, but his capacity, Imran Khan capacity to raising the fund, and how the people love him, uh, is unbelievable in this world. I'm talking apart, not regarding her political career. I'm here referring him as philanthropist, a social welfare person. So here, after building the cancer hospital, he is addressing with the cancer doctors and staff here as well. So these are the some of the pictures, which is very relevant with the with the um, with the topic of today. So let's go further, and we read. So uh, yeah, so last 2 paragraphs. So one, Jenny, you can read, and then after Javeria will read the next page.
What was it that Mother Teresa acknowledged in others, and by so doing, magnificently brought forth for all of us to see in her? When she ministered to the poor and the sick and the dying in the streets of Kolkata, she was trying to save them from death. Was she trying to raise funds for the poor? No. Was she What she ministered to and acknowledged was the intrinsic truth of human dignity, worth, value, nobility, lovability, and greatness. Those qualities are intrinsic in every human being, no matter how abysmal their external life situation may seem to be.
Exactly, perfect. If you see that all beautiful words which we can give to anyone is dedicated to for uh, intrinsic truth of human dignity, worth, value, nobility, lovability, greatness, you know. So all were very relevant with Mother Teresa. Yeah, so Javeria, if you can read it, please, and finish this step 8.
Yes, she owned for them and acknowledged for them that which they had not earned in themselves. Consequently, she acted like a mirror to them. By looking at her, they saw the reflection back of what they had denied, and the grandeur of the existence of their own beingness. Even the lowliest, lowly, lowliest. Yes, even the even the lowliest of the law deserve the
Uh, I
respect
think
of.
I think the Javeria got water in the mouth. She thought it's a lolly ice cream. No, it's the lowliest. That's right.
Okay. Um, Even the lowliest of the law deserve the respect of the recognition of the interest entry intrinsic intrinsic dignity of just being a human being. Sharing the human experience is transformative. Having seen this within themselves, having witnessed it, and having known uh, the truth of it by seeing the reflection in her eyes. They died with a smile on their faces in the state of beauty. That is true power.
Thank you. It's a great reading. Thank you, Javeria. So that is about uh, the Dr. David Hawkins is basically referring, um, if you have a quality to serve in other, that is the one of the greatest stage or step or level in your success. Before go to the next one is I also gather one of the thing because he's also one of my inspiration. Probably um, Jenny or other people may not know. He is Abdus. He died, uh, I think this year. Um, yeah, this year. Sorry, 2016. He died, and he was running a charity, and these are the ambulances, yeah, all across Pakistan. And he founded a charity. She was nominated to Nobel Prize as well, but I don't know why he did not get the Nobel Prize. But there are thousands of ambulance. Um his charity was offering all across the Pakistan, and anyone in Pakistan who needs to give charity for any reason, they used to give that man, the Abdus Sitar Edhi, because he used to feed the young poorer, millions of poor people, um, pregnant people, lady who do not acknowledged by their father of the children. So he used to own those deprived children, babies, and I mean, he was phenomenal person. Maybe if someone wants to read his biography or what he did in a charity and fundraising, you can Google it, and you will be very amazed to know about him. So that was my preparation for the step 8, the quality to serve in either. That is the found I mean, step 8 for success, full person. The next is step 9, and we can read it quickly because next Sunday we are starting a new course on 20th of November, about addiction. So we need to finish it quickly. and I think we can just read it. If we need uh, any explanation, then we can share, and we can read it in 5 to 10 minutes. It's not big. I think only three paragraphs are. So, Jenny, you have time, or you are short of time?
For you mean another class?
I know for this reading the step nine,
Oh yeah,
three
yeah, I can
paragraphs.
do that.
Okay, okay, excellent,
Step
excellent.
9,
So let's.
sharing.
Okay, so let me pause for 30 second, and then we will start, because I will separate the recording from there. So
Are you ready?
yeah, so let's start it. I'm going to start it, and then you can start to read it. So welcome to our continue class, and we are going to read and learn step 9 of ABC of success, um, and in 10 step by David Hawking from the book. And step 9 is about sharing. All successful people, they do share their success journey with other. And many great people, or I seen almost all exceptions are there, their first partner of being a successful is either a husband or wife, or they are in somehow living together for long term, and they she or he is the first partner who gets shared by their spouse or civil partner, the journey of success, and minute by minute, hour by hour, day by day report, because both are sharing that same journey of success. And that is a sharing, which also refer to, if you become a rich person, if you become a very successful, um, value driven person, if you have achieved something amazing, then don't hide it. Share it with other, because the other people will contribute in your success more also, rather than to you become scared that if I will share, then the my success will be no long success, or I will be start to fail because of jealousy, because of envious nature, because of something. No, 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 no. That's a very, very wrong thought we do. More we share our success, more we will be recognized. And that is a key idea in this step 9 of ABC success. So I would ask Jenny if she can start reading, and then in 2, 3 paragraph, we will wind up it's this step quickly.
Step 9, sharing. Recognize that the way to be a success is by sharing it with others. By not sharing your success with others, you deprive them of their motive to support your success. If by acknowledgement you give recognition to the important part others have played in your success, they will all join you in supporting it and in celebrating it. The way to make a lifelong enemy is to have someone contribute to your life and refuse to acknowledge it. So many people do this with their spouses and fail to acknowledge the part their inspiration and efforts played in achieving success.
Amazing, amazing. And that is a take which I have taken to my home. Like, I don't want to make my wife as lifelong enemy. And that was a fear in me when I was I married with her. I wanted to make her my best friend, where I could not hide anything from her, and that requires a lot of effort, lot of emotional energy to do this, and it took long time to establish a a great collaboration between me and my wife. And this thing, which I'm talking, we just Jenny just has read, lifelong enemy has turned into lifelong greatest partner ever anybody could have, which I have now. And why this? Because I shared all of my success bit and pieces with my wife, and she also shared her any bit and pieces of her success with me. And we started to acknowledge and register success rather than to criticize uh, each other based on our gender biased or difference of the background. And that made a successful family runner, successful partner everywhere. And why? Because this is the secret. This is the one of the secret. The partner who hide the things from other, it is a litmus test. They do, someone is hiding something, and that hidden aspect will eventually burst one day, and that will end in a breakup, uh, for endless sorrows and griefs, unfortunately. But if you believe in a power of sharing, believe it, it is one of the greatest um, truth I discover, that more you share your success with other, with your life partner, with your colleague, with your any suitable people, friend and family circle, more you will be achieving a success. And that is a mind blowing thing for me. And it is. So let's continue. So, Jenny, you can continue to read.
Many businesses are problematic because the owners refuse to share their success with the employees, much less with the customers in any way. The employees are on an hourly wage hired by an impersonal, distant corporation. It sure feels like that's the case when we go there. They couldn't care less about us. They're going to make the same amount of money whether they knock our socks off or not, and they know it. The motivation has been zeroed out. The basis for human endeavor has been removed. They have been denied dignity and worth as individuals. They are mechanical, joyless, going through the motions employees. There, there are mechanical foods served by mechanical people in mechanical surroundings in a lackluster manner for a price. Although it is supposedly cheap, it is really very expensive when we compare our dollars with what we get for them. The efficiency experts and computers have really had their day and have successfully dehumanized the whole experience.
Yeah, thank you. It's a great reading, and it has a great message for professional people. Why businesses are in problems and they got fail as well. I know so many boss, they hide so many things from the reliable employees, and they think that because we are giving them salary, just they have a limit, and they do not need to know further of my success, how much and how did I learn money, how I established the business. My employees or my coworker should not know. It is my very personal thing. And that is the costly thing which any people, any boss or uh, they do. Um, and thanks for new information, knowledge worker age, and new leadership styles, especially the Stephen Covey's type of leadership, where leader is the one who shared everything. Leader is the one who sees the strength in other people, and other people become their follower when they see and they get powered from their leaders, and they start to improve automatically uh, from the leadership style of the people. um, in this paragraph, of course, there are so many details David Hawkins has said. But the main thing is, if you do not want to live joyless, and um, then
It's
you
14
must
hours.
sharing with your within the office. Let's continue, and um, Javeria, if you can read it, please.
Yes. Be con be contract crest be contrast when I go into a certain local supermarket, I see the same smiling employees year after year. Customer in line and are smiling and laughing with the cashier. Older customers are sitting in the front of the market at little table and chatting away, having their afternoon club meeting there and in the company of friends. Up over the manager's counter in an award uh, flag. What the word is flag Q flag flag award award flag Q
Yeah, award plaque say. Yeah.
flag
What does
flag
the award plaque say? Yeah.
award flag. Surprisingly, what does the award plaque say? It is the annual award of the friendliness family. It is not just recognizing an individual but a family. It acknowledge that there is more than just one person involved in their performance. The award does not go to the employee with the biggest sale, but but to the friend list. Is it not that amazing?
Thank you. It's a great reading, Javeria. Thank you. So, customers in line are smiling and laughing with the cashiers. Older customers are sitting in the front of the market at little tables. These are the feelings of being in family. Um, and now it is happening a lot of places in a business world. So let's start. I will read just two paragraphs and then the Jenny can finish our reading for today. Uh, David Hawkins further says, how long does it take to become a success? The answer is exactly 1 second. The second you decide to be a certain way, you already got it. Success is yours the instant you get that it is not out there. It is not what you have. It is not even what you do. Doing only contributes and having only ambushes. It is what you are that creates success. To decide to be a certain way is all that is required. No master degree, diplomas, correspondence courses, boring lectures or workshops are necessary. Yeah. And Jenny, you can finish it, please.
Once you decide to be a certain way, you take on a new importance and significance to people. It is not what you do or say that attracts them, but your very presence. Whether you are in their lives or not makes a difference to them. Whether you're going to be at their parties or not makes a difference to them. People are proud to work for you. They start to act like it's an honor to know you. Positive human qualities are contagious. What makes for success is that a certain principle is constantly operating for you 24 hours a day, even when you are not consciously expressing it. At that point, you are not aiming toward that higher energy field on the map of consciousness, you are living it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, perfect reading. Thank you. We don't want to go in details. If you are audience and you are just reading from the screen, that should be self-sufficient. Still, if you want to me to comment on any of the lines and paragraph we just read, then let me know. I will try to explain it as well. And that is the step 9, sharing. Um, and the last one is left. I did not prepare it uh, even on the slide. Step 10 is about graciousness. Realize that life is a feedback loop. Very, very important. Um, Probably we will not able to cover it today. Maybe maybe not. We will not able to cover next Sunday as well, because next Sunday we are starting a new course, which I mentioned, um, the way out of addiction, how to cute any addiction. But this graciousness, what I will do, I will read it for you on a separate Zoom audience. I know Jenny may be busy, or Javeria will be busy. So I will read it and explain it in a um, recorded video, and I will upload on my YouTube channel, and then from there you can also read it, watch it, listen it. Step 7, step number 10. Is that okay? You can read, you can watch it recording. Jenny, is okay?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah. So, and that is a completion of our online course. It's been a very wonderful journey. My as a commentator, as a host, as a online teacher, for this course which we started, the ABC of Success in 10 Steps. Um, and we finish it almost in 10 weeks, which is 2.5 months. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5, step 6, step 7, step 8, and step 8, and step 9, uh, and step 10, which I will make a recording. So that's all complete of our course. It The purpose of this course was to make you a build and prepared a mindset, a spiritual mindset, that success is not something you become rich. Success is something which you um, you share with other, you service to other, you enjoy a lot, you become more reliable, you you become a superb loving person or entrepreneur as just an individual. You so And that we learned. uh, I appreciate, Jenny, you've been a part of our course. You deserve a certificate. I will send you email with your certificate as a successful participant, that uh, you may get. I mean, as you can consider as an asset of your learning online with me and on here. I appreciate your patience. I will also send to other people who were joining this course, the IBC of Success in 10 Step, and to Javeria as well, and to Cynthia. She was a very successful reader with us, and I'm excited for my next venture with you. And let me just quickly, where is that? Okay, here it's go. Where is go? 1 second before I hang up.
Thanks for all the
Wait.
time you take with us, Meritib. It's so positive
No,
and forward.
no, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. My pleasure. Yeah, here is okay. I just wanted to. Okay, so this is the course which we starting from next Sunday. How to quit any addiction. That addiction is about smoking, earning money. I mean, everything is when you start to do everything in excessive, that becomes addiction, and that is one of the greatest challenge. Um, when you addict to too much food, um, in gaming, in using screen time, um, and too much office work, and when you are in sex or pornography or doing in sexual activities a lot, so everything becomes addiction. And we will learn basically in detail uh, in in that course, and that's a free of charge course. It will last for around, I think, 10 to 15 weeks. And next Sunday, the same time, will be the first introduction of this course. And the book which I will be resourcing it. There are a couple of books of phenomenal authors, spiritual leader, business gurus. I will take a couple of things from there and will present to you. I want you to participate and invite other people to get registered for this course, uh, especially for young audience who do not know how to avoid or how to quit any addiction. And by the way, addiction is no longer now phenomena or function of a young people. It is with older people, with middle-aged people, with very old people as well. So every person is addict in somehow, in any degree, and that addiction make their life shorter, make their affect negatively on their health. That addiction may uh, do not help to achieve their goals, or even they are not able to set their goals because since they are addicted very badly. um, and uh, and that's it. That's I have a very pure intention to learn myself and to it will be a journey again. Every week we will learn something significant. We'll try to implement in our life for personal development, for spiritual development, for mental development, and to control more life better, to become a master in our life, to become more, uh, become a guru of our own life. Remember, no other person can make you successful, can give you peace when you will not able to decide this in a decisive mode. You are the creator of your life. You are the person who can do anything. And I will just facilitate you. I will just remind you, look, these are the things that you need to understand. Look, that needs to be take in consideration in your life. And so I will just a pusher, a very slightly pusher to you, a reminder, a knocker to at your door, and you know everything already, but you are forgetting those things. You are too much obsessive in other things that you don't have time how to deal with addiction, how to quit with that addiction. That course will going to serve you in your personal development, in your career development, in your family development, in your purpose of life development, in lot of dimension. So I'm excited, and let's hopeful that this course will be a significant uh, and positive development in your life. So thank you so much for joining me today, and see you next Sunday in a new course. And I will share the step 10, which I promised with you. This one, the graciousness. Step 10, the graciousness. I will record it and upload on my YouTube channel and share with you the link as well, so that we will complete these 10 steps, which we finished today. Thank you so much. And I'm so excited to see you next Sunday. Thank you.
Thank you, and I'm also excited for coming week. And a big thanks for you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone. Have a good week. See you next week, Meritab and Javaria.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Have a blessed weekend.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.